Welcome to another exciting edition of Travel Guide. If you are new here, consider subscribing. Today we will be visiting the Mob Museum, Las Vegas. If you take your time to read the information, you can spend 90 minutes 2 hours without the special experiences that are available at optional cost. You will learn 20 things you did not know about the Mafia. Also, you will change your opinion about 10 things you thought you already knew it. This place is great, and a lot of fun learning about all of the mobsters that took part in founding Las Vegas, and more. If you're interested in the history of the Mafia organizations, and the inspirations that began Las Vegas, as you know it today, you'll like this museum. It's a very comprehensive education on organized crime, and the people behind the images you've seen, read about, and watched on TV, and in movies. This was amazing. If you love the mob movies, and the history of the organization, this is the place to visit when you're in Vegas. If you have not been to their speakeasy bar, you are doing yourself a great disservice. The bartenders are incredible, the menu is innovative, and the management cares to ensure you are enjoying every moment. You'll see, and learn about all the famous criminals you've heard of for years, plus many you have never heard of. It shows you how those that did not choose to work for a living, made a living doing things illegally, and in turn turned that into a lifetime occupation. Tuesdays after 1 p.m., buy one ticket, get one free entrant. Sure, if it's just for locals. Maddie, the very nice young lady that was at the box office window, was so nice and informative. Thank you very much. If you, or anyone in your group, is more of a visual person, this may not be the best museum for them. 5 o'clock traffic is a real thing in downtown Las Vegas where the museum is, so make sure you don't get caught in traffic, or just check the traffic before going anything. However, it turned out to be one of the most memorable parts of the whole trip. The museum is not only interesting, but very engaging with lots of seats and benches. There is a lot to see, and you can spend as little or as much time as you want to spend. Some of the exhibits are dark and best for adult eyes, henceforth the age limits, but they warn you ahead of time when gruesome stuff is coming up in case you don't want to see it. If you're like me, and love reading everything and soaking in the facts, make sure you plan to stay a while. Tons of fun. There are some extras you can buy, but even with just the general admission, you can go down for a drink and see the displays. Can be a bit busy here, so if you don't want to feel rushed, then go early in the day or in the off season. It is a little expensive for a museum, but it does present a comprehensive picture of the mob and its activities throughout the country. There are some interactive features, but not a lot, which is fine, but plan on a fast visit if you bring a younger child. Make sure to have a drink in the speakeasy downstairs, and check out their secret room behind the black and white picture of the lady. You can go through the history of the mobsters who founded the city, and thanks to pictures, objects, and movies, the visitor can leave the atmosphere of the gold years of the Mafia. It is possible to sit down at a table, or at the bar, and going back in time for a while. With an extra $12 you can get access to a special section where a policeman shows you some police strategies, and you can also shoot. No RUSL whist either, and you can come back as much as you want for the day of purchase. Speakeasy tour is a must. The docents are delightful. This is a true history experience of Las Vegas behind all the glitter and debauchery. 4 floors of great information on not just the mob and their influence on Las Vegas, but the of the city as well. Prepare to read a lot of information, both about the mob members and the gruesome murders that brought about their demise. This is definitely worth a visit, but when you do put a day aside, as there is so much to see, you end up rushing around. Could add another floor, as it starts on 3rd, you move to 2nd, and 1st is really just shop and entrance, and basement is a bar. Make it a point to go in February on the day they opened. It's free, great place to go, enjoyed it a lot, great, contribute to the great city of Las Vegas, highly recommended, need to visit. Without giving any spoilers, you'll experience the history of the mob in Las Vegas, their connections in today's world, and the mobster culture. From the history, you might be surprised by much of the content and the expanse of the mob if you weren't a mob history buff before. You must pay for parking next door, and if you don't quite know where it is right in the vicinity of the Fremont Street experience. Thank you for watching. Do not forget to subscribe and leave your comments below.